Hi guys, it's Jay from Ayaba's Wind. I'm here today to do the Libra November 2019 reading, which will cover from now till December 15th, 2019. Just keep in mind that some of the information may resonate with you, all of it may resonate with you, or none of it may resonate with you. It's a general reading. If you have never seen any of my videos, I'm a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition, amongst many other traditions, and so I read the Orisha Tarot cards from a very Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective, okay? So if you like what I'm doing, please, at the end of the video, like my video. You can also share it if you want, but also please subscribe so that you can be the first to receive updates on any videos that I post, okay? So I'm going to start off with a quick prayer to your spirit guides and protections, and then I will go into the tarot portion of the reading, and then I'll go into the advice portion. All right, so just give me a couple of seconds. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Libra collective air sign, whose birthdays range from September 23rd to October 22nd. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Libra collective air sign, whose birthdays range from September 23rd to October 22nd. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Libra collective air sign, whose birthdays range from September 23rd to October 22nd. I come before you here today as a vessel to channel your information for your Libra children, to guide them, to uplift them, to support them, to help them to make the right moves, to make the right decisions, to help them to fulfill their dreams and accomplish their goals, remove all the blockages and obstacles from their path, and break the invisible ties and chains that attempt to bind them, enslave them, and hold them back. Help to uplift them and put them on the right path to fulfilling their destiny in the most positive, successful way possible. We pray that the information flows accurately and abundantly, and we pray that your children will be able to have a fulfilling, happy, successful life. We thank you. We honor your presence here tonight. Mojupwe. Thank you. Let's see. All right. So, you had a lot of cards come reverse. All right. So I'm just going to flip these cards over. And we will get started. Okay. So, the first card that showed up was the Shango card. So Shango is the male aspect of God. Hold on just a second. Shango is the male aspect of God that deals with virility, which deals with kingship, regal, things of regal matters are concerned, strategizing. Shango in the positive aspect deals with being a leader, okay, and being grounded, okay. But in his low level, low vibration aspect, because Shango once walked on earth before he was made sort of like a saint. And so when he walked on this earth in his low vibration energy, he was very promiscuous, quite virile, but promiscuous, and overindulgent in drugs and alcohol and partying and women, you know, like a womanizer, just overindulging in everything, okay, and just a very low vibration state. That's in his low vibration, okay. But now because he's elevated, he's that aspect of that male aspect of God that is at saint status, who is a king. He's a king. He's an Oba. He owns the number 6, and his colors are red and white. You know, children of Shango, or the energy of people who walk with Shango, they tend to be very flashy. They like to dress nice, look nice, smell nice, you know, love a good party, very festive, okay? And so this card came reversed. So Shango is not happy. There's an imbalance somewhere, okay? And so we'll find out what Shango wants. But Shango is in a prayer state right now. He is in a prayer state. You see him sitting in prayer, in the prayer position, and he's hiding his face, okay? So it may be that Shango wants you to go into, you know, prayer and meditation to really get back to center, because you could have been engaging in all of those things that I mentioned when Shango was in his low vibration state, okay? So this is just a possibility, and this could go for males or females, although Shango's energies are very masculine, very macho, masculine-esque type energy, okay? The next card that came is the Two of Earth. So the Two of Earth in traditional tarot is really the Two of Coins. And the Two of Coins talks about juggling, balancing, doing a balancing act between things, okay? So you could be balancing and juggling between people, between, you know, jobs. It's just a lot going on. Here, there's this animal that is just, he's basically lounging on the shoreline, okay? And he's an ancient animal found in certain parts of Africa. And so basically what is happening here is that, you know, at some point, this balancing act is going to have to give, okay? Because there's no peace. And this card came reversed. So it's saying here that there's no peace. Like you're in a state of upheaval. It's almost like you sleep with one eye closed. All right. And so there's nothing restful about that. You know, there's nothing restful about balancing, continuing to juggle people and things, and expecting to get rest. Like those two things don't match. Okay. The next card that came reversed is the Outcast. So the Outcast talks about and is the equivalent of the Fool in traditional tarot. So the Fool talks about new journeys, new beginnings, taking risks, okay? In the Orisha tarot, you see this guy, he's kind of hesitant, you know, he's being kind of urged to take a risk, to move by this rooster that's following him, okay? But there's hesitation, there's procrastination. So it could be that you are, you know, amidst a phase where you could be procrastinating. You could be in a state of self-doubt, a state of fear. You know, you don't really know what your next moves are going to be. You can kind of be up in the air about things. And so, but Spirit is wanting you and urging you to take that risk, to take that chance, but more importantly, to have faith, okay? Because you can go through the motions, but if you're not connecting, if you're not really feeling connected to Spirit, then there's no faith. All right. And so, you know, what Spirit is saying is that you really got to work on building up your faith in order to take that next step to achieve your greatness and success. And also to get out of that procrastination mode. You may feel kind of stuck. And so Spirit is here to kind of try and move you forward. All right. The next card that came reversed is Yemaya. So you got a couple of Orishas showing up in this video. So Yemaya is the feminine aspect of God, the mother. The mother is the great mother of the world, okay? Yemaya owns all of the oceans of the world. She is the mother to motherless children. She's the mother to all of humanity, okay? And so Yemaya came reversed. So there could be, Yemaya is not happy. There's something that's missing. There's something that's off balance. It could be Yemaya is reversed because there could be something to do with like conception. It could be that you were trying to get pregnant, but you can't get pregnant, or that someone was pregnant, but then they lost the baby. And because Yemaya also deals with children and fertility, and wealth and prosperity, but mainly children. And many women consult with Yemaya if they're having challenges with getting pregnant, okay? But Yemaya came reversed, so there could be issues and challenges with that. So Yemaya is here to help you. So, you know, as we develop this more, we'll see what things can be done to get her in the upright position. The next card that came is the Nine of Water, which is the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups in traditional tarot talks about like wish fulfillment, happiness, okay? But this came reversed. So your happiness is a bit delayed, and it is slow moving, all right? You see the full moon here. You see its darkness. So what's going to happen is around the full moon or around the new moon, you're going to see some significant events or changes happening, okay? It also shows the net being cast wide for fish, okay? And so fish represent wealth and prosperity, right? If you have fish, if you're a fisherman and you can fish, you're definitely going to make money. Fish also represent, again, fertility. They represent babies. You know, in my culture, if you dream of fish, someone is pregnant. And so it could be that this card came reversed. It could be that there's problems with pregnancy. There's problems with conception. Okay. And so, you know, if you're a man, it could be that your woman is having problems conceiving. Or if you're a woman, it could be that you're having problems conceiving. Or you could conceive and then you have a miscarriage, or the baby may not be carried to full term. All right. The other thing is that this card also represents the dream state. All right. And so, you know, you could potentially be having nightmares or problems sleeping because there's unrest. There's something that is off balance. Okay. That's all I can really tap into right now. The story will develop, but something is off balance. Something is just not right. There's almost like a very like unsettled feeling. So we're going to explore what that is. Also, too, you should not be sleeping in darkness, okay? I know people, cannot sleep with light on, you could get one of those silk masks at like Sephora or somewhere else. But you definitely have to sleep with night lights on or a small lamp. Do not be in darkness. The next card that you got is the Six of Fire, which is the Six of Wands. So in traditional tarot, the Six of Wands talks about having great victory and success, stardom, fame, and fortune, recognition, okay? But in Orisha Tarot, it shows this man who's leading a village away or going to something, okay? And he has the torches here. And yet again, it's the full moon and it's at night. So here, what this card to me could be is that, you could potentially have enemies, but that there's a ringleader, okay? And there's a ringleader that kind of rallies the troops against you. All right. And so that's a potential meaning for this card. This person could potentially start like gossip or chinche, spread the word, make you look bad, and then pit people against you. All right. So that is a possibility for this card. Okay. But also too, at the same time, this man could be leading people to safety. However, it came reverse. There's still rocky, turbulent, unsettled times right now, okay? So just be mindful of that. The next card that you got, which came to the side, which was the Guardian Angel. So in traditional tarot, the guardian angel is like temperance, okay? It's just kind of like moderating, tempering emotions, okay? Being patient, all right? This card came to the side, so it shows me like, yeah, you might not have patience. You may be impatient about things, all right? This may be in your nature, but it came to the side, so it shows that you're trying to work on it, but you're not there yet, okay? So patience, it could be a challenge for you. Also, it shows the water going back and forth between the vessels, okay? So in some cases, this could be like the exchange of body fluids. So you definitely want to be careful, if you're sexually active and you're having unprotected sex with these exchange of bodily fluids, okay? Just be mindful of who you exchange your energy with, which can, taint you or upgrade you, right? In the words of Beyonce. But here, this is in Orisha Tarot, this is your guardian angel. And so your guardian angel came, but not completely upright. So it's almost like you still got work to do. It's almost like your guardian angel is trying to get your attention, trying to be there for you, but it's almost like there's something blocking or stopping or preventing the full expression of your guardian angel. So also here, it could be that you may be drinking too much. You could be indulging too much, drinking too much, just drinking too much. And that may be prohibiting your spirit guides and protections from fully helping you, fully manifesting in your life, okay? So you may definitely want to be watching your alcoholic intake. And then the next card that came up is the Ace of Air. And so the Ace of Air is actually the Ace of Swords. And so the Ace of Swords in traditional tarot talks about new beginnings. It talks about kind of the declaration of the truth. So the truth was hidden. The truth will be revealed. Things will be revealed. New beginnings, okay? Cutting away of the old and in with the new. In this Orisha Tarot, you see the white dove. And so, Spirit is here. Spirit is announcing their presence here with this white dove. The white dove represents Obatala's energy. And Obatala is the other Orisha. It's the male aspect of God. God has many aspects, right? Male masculine and feminine. But this is the masculine aspect of God that has to do with the white cloth, peace, balance and tranquility, clarity, cleanliness, the white cloth, like all of those things. Okay. And so birds are going to be significant for you. The birds carry the spirits. Their presence is very spiritual in nature. Okay. And so many times the ancestors or the spirit guides and protections maneuver through birds. And it also could mean that, you're kind of longing for your freedom. You may not have your freedom, but, you're longing for your freedom, or you're wishing to spread your wings and to be expansive, okay? And so there are mantras under my playlist, under the Sanskrit mantras. I believe it's the mantra for Jupiter that you can chant 108 times. You could do it in the morning and or at night. The chanting of 108 times lasts about 8 to 10 minutes, okay? And peace and quiet, phone off. And so that Jupiter mantra will help you to be expansive, okay? Because it's showing you that your wings, you need to have freedom to be able to move, okay? You're looking to be expansive. The next card that came up is the Baba Larisha. Okay, so in traditional tarot, the equivalent of the Baba Larisha is the magician. And so the Baba Larisha also has the power and the energy to manifest, to create things, to do magical recipes, formulas, spells. It could represent spell work. Magicians manifest things, whether it's for the good or whether it's for the bad, okay? So in Orisha Tarot, it has this holy person who has all the tools that he needs in order to manifest blessings for himself, okay? And so here it came upright, yes. So basically, Spirit is saying that you have really all the tools you need to pull out of a situation where you might feel stuck in, okay? But you really got to focus your energies on positive things and moving forward, okay? And not dwell on the negative, all right? This magician, this Baba Larisha is working on something right now. You could be also you could have the potential to be a priest or a priestess. Okay, it could also mean that, if you're in my tradition, you could be in a Leo, and the presence of this card could mean that you may be on your way to making ocha, regla de santo. Okay, so you could be on your way to making ocha here. All right. Or that you could need work done. You could need to get a spiritual reading, in which case you can consult with me or someone that's close to your godparent. Okay. This card, I'm sorry, but this card, before it initially came out, it was trying to come out reverse. Okay. But when it landed, it came out straight. So, guys, you got to be careful in what you manifest, and you got to be aware of, are you manifesting for the good, or are you putting your energies into something that is not so good, okay? And so just be mindful of, how you use your spiritual energy, your ability to manifest things, okay? In some cases, it could be that, you could be doing spell work or things of that nature that are not aligned for the good. All right. And so, Spirit could be saying here, you want to try and realign yourself to stay in the light. Okay. To do things in the light. You have yet another Orisha. Wow, this reading is packed. I mean, this is probably Aries. You have probably gotten the most Orishas in readings since I've been doing them since the summer. This is Ogun. So this is another masculine aspect of God. Ogun is the warrior. Ogun rules over all metals, steel, iron, trains, cars, machetes, knives, surgical implements. Ogun rules over work. His numbers are 3 and 7. His colors are green and black. Ogun is a worker non-stop. He works day and night for hours and hours. Okay. Children of Ogun have, they seem to be impeccable with time. Okay. They don't like being late. They're very meticulous about certain things in their life. Okay, Ogun is showing upright. So Ogun is here, you know, acknowledging your presence. Ogun shows up sometimes when you have enemies, okay? So Ogun is wielding this spear, and he may be wielding his spear against your enemies. I don't see any real like witchcraft or spell work or dark magic being done. I mean, you have elements of it scattered in the cards, but there's nothing really so prominent. But we're going to see what the Odu has to say. But Ogun shows up in warrior mode when there are things that you need to be cautious or careful of, okay? And then finally, the last card is the Three of Fire. So the Three of Fire in traditional tarot is the Three of Wands. And so the Three of Wands talks about preparation. It talks about waiting in the midst, okay, for your ships to come in. This is great. It's showing that money is coming in for you. All right. You see that big bag of gold. It shows illumination and shows preparation. Like there's this thing. So you definitely have to prepare. You definitely have to stay in the light. You know, stay in prayer mode, whatever that tradition is for you. If you don't know how to pray, you can start off with my daily affirmations in the description section of the video. You can go to the mantras in my playlist under Sanskrit mantras, or you can go to Jason Gallant and just, you know, speak from your heart. That's what prayers are. But money is coming. Financially, you're going to be blessed. All right. As to how long that money stays, I can't tell you, but there's illumination here. So you definitely have to sleep with night lights on in all of your apartment or your house. Stay illuminated. Keep your head dressed in white hats, white claws, dress in white. You got to keep things light. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from the Odu, which is the advice section of this reading. And Odu is basically the feminine aspect of God that holds the knowledge and the wisdom. Okay, it's Odu is the womb. Okay, the birth of knowledge. All right, so just give me a couple seconds. Too many. All right. So you may want to get something to write with, or you can get your cell phone and start putting it in your cell phone, or watch the video over and over again so you can get the information. So I'm going to get started. So the first message that Spirit has to give to you is where the hole was open for the first time. So Spirit is wanting you to be cautious of all the openings in your body. That goes for your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, the openings in your private parts, okay? Any cuts that you have, because sickness can enter in through them, all right? Not only physical sickness, but you got to be mindful of what you're watching. Your eyes are openings, okay? And so don't inundate your mind with things that are not going to be conducive to you thinking positively, okay? You definitely have to be careful of walking over holes. Do not walk over any holes. If you live in the city, in New York City, or in any city that has a subway station, do not walk over the subway grates. Avoid holes. Do not wear holes. Don't wear holy clothing, okay? Um, because there's phenomena that can enter in through those holes, okay? But also your luck and your blessings can leak out of those holes, all right? So you want to contain all of your blessings and protection, all right? Yemaya is speaking here again, and remember I said Yemaya is the feminine aspect of God that deals with motherhood, with children, the oceans, financial wealth and stability, fertility, okay? Yemaya came reversed, but Yemaya is speaking here directly to you. And Yemaya is saying to you that there are mother issues. There's something to do with mother issues, okay? Your mother could have raised you, but it could have been that your mother was not really around, or maybe that your mother was not nurturing, okay? But there's definitely mother issues. It could be that your mother could be sick, or maybe going to get sick, or could possibly be potentially transitioning from the earthly plane into the spiritual plane. So just be mindful of that. The mother energy is prominent here. Spirit is saying that you could have problems sleeping. And so remember, I did mention that there could be problems sleeping. Spirit is saying, yet again, no holes and watch for STDs, okay? This card is really this information, this energy, rather. The STDs are really big here. You got to watch the openings in your body. I would say you're having sex. Do not have unprotected sex, okay? Because what Yemaya is saying is that that you could potentially contract an STD. And if you do, you better hope that it's one that can be cured, all right? Spirit is saying that you see spirits, okay? You see spirits. They may present themselves to you in your dreams. You could see glimpses of spirits out the corner of your eye. You could have experience with spiritual phenomena, okay? Someone in a police uniform may come to your house, all right? So get ready. I don't know if you're indulging in anything illegal, or that you are like fraternizing with people who are involved in illegal activities. But Spirit is warning you that police could come to your house, okay? Someone in a uniform. Spirit wants you to definitely go to the doctor to get checked for illness, okay? There could be something lurking in your body, and Spirit is saying you need to go get checked by all means. Also, there could be challenges with marriage, because Yemaya also deals with interactions between the husband and wife, men and women, okay? And so there could be challenges here in the marriage. Due to, possibly a third party cheating, that kind of thing. Gossip causes huge problems for you. So, you may want to step back from gossiping. You may want to step back from bochinche, getting involved in people's drama, because basically the blame could be put on you if you make a comment about something and then someone carries that comment to someone else, and then it gets misconstrued and it's a big hot mess. And then you have tons of arrows and daggers flying at you, people cursing your name, all kinds of stuff, because you said you put your 2 cents into things. So Spirit is also saying do not hit children in the head. Yemaya, I told you, Yemaya owns the children, okay? She owns the children of the world. And Yemaya is standing up and saying, if you want your blessings, you will treat the children well. Do not hit a child in the head, okay? Because that can detract from your blessings, all right? It's bad luck. And Spirit really wants you to control your temper. So it's really important for you to take those baños, those baths, the white bath. You can also put white flower petals in there, like white carnations. You could do the goat's milk, cascarilla, which is the powdered eggshell, the Florida water, all of which you can get on Amazon.com. You put it in a bowl of water, you stir it with your left hand, say prayers, and ask for blessings, okay? Spirit is saying that you may have challenges with getting headaches. Just be mindful of that. If you're getting lots of headaches, you need to go to the doctor. Spirit is saying no dark liquids. So that means do not drink coffee. Don't drink any like red wines, Pepsi, soda, like dark sodas and things of that nature. It's not going to be good for you at this time. All right. It can cause you to speed up. It could possibly cause, a heart attack, whatever it is. Spirit is warning you, no dark liquids at this time. Blue cloth, definitely you should wear a blue cloth, okay? You can do like a little sash you can tie around your waist. If you're a female, you definitely want to wear a larger sash around your waist, basically kind of covering your uterus, the area where your uterus is located. That blue cloth should be something like this color here. Okay, that's Yemaya's colors. Yemaya colors are blue and white. All right, and so they're saying that blue will be good for you. Spirit is saying that where you live affects your mood. Okay, and so if you're finding that you're not in a good mood, it's because of the energy of the people that live with you or in your building or in or around you. Okay, and so Spirit is wanting you to possibly look to relocate. Especially if it affects your mood in a negative way. So you definitely have to keep your living space clean, and spiritually charged and blessed. So the negative energy of your surrounding neighbors doesn't encroach in your space. Okay. And like I said, again, there could be potential pregnancy issues. And Odu mentions it again, all right, with the whole fish, but everything, Yemaya came reversed. So there could be pregnancy issues, in which case you definitely have to get that blue cloth tied around your waist. Don't tie it tight, okay? But tie it so it's like the sash should be this big as a sash, and it should cover your belly area, okay? And you definitely want to take Yemaya baths. So with the Yemaya bath, you can get a bowl of water and add several drops of molasses into the water. Stir it with your left hand, and you're saying prayers to ask Yemaya to help you to conceive, or if you're pregnant, to help you to carry that baby full term, alive, happy, and well. And you could do that bath for several days because Yemaya's number is 7. Okay. You should be praying for 7 days. You can also get a blue candle, and light it and dedicate it to Yemaya and ask her for her help. Also, too, if you live near the ocean, you can go to the ocean, get a bottle of her waters, pray over it, and after you physically bathe in soap and water and rinse off, you can pour the ocean water over your head and air dry. Dress in white, sleep in white, and you can do this for several days. Or you can actually take a dip in the ocean, okay, if it's not too cold. I would suggest if you go in the ocean, you only go up to your knees. Make sure you get the water on your head, your face, the back of your neck, your chest area, your stomach, and you're praying all the time that you're doing this. You're praying. You're saying prayers to Yemaya. Okay. If you're having problems conceiving, you can also bring molasses to Yemaya. Okay. You don't throw the bottle into the ocean water because we're not polluting Yemaya's waters, okay? But you can actually pour out a few drops of molasses into the water as you're standing in the water and you're praying to her, because molasses, Yemaya loves molasses, okay? And that's just an offering for her. You can also bring flowers to her as well. You can take the bouquet of flowers, clean off with them, say prayers over the flowers, and then offer it to her into the ocean. You should do spiritual baths at least once a week. So those baths that I told you to do, Yemaya's number is 7, so you could do it for several days, or either once a week. Okay. Spirit is saying that you definitely should give offerings to the beggars in the street, because in my tradition, sometimes a Lofi god is disguised as a beggar to test to see how big your heart is. Okay. And so if you're always turning your nose up at a beggar, you know, it could be God kind of making note of things, okay? And so you're trying to build up your spiritual bank, if you will, with positive movement, positive gestures, okay? And so this is Spirit's suggestion that if you see, and now giving to a beggar is going to compromise your safety, then don't do it. If you have $1 to your name, don't give to a beggar. You don't give your last, okay? And yet again, Spirit is saying water and molasses baths are definitely going to be good for you. You definitely got to do that, all right? Spirit is saying, too, that whoever does not want broth is served 3 times. So what Spirit is saying here is that, you know, when we say we don't want things, oh, I definitely don't want that. When people say it like that, they say it with such force and with such emotion, okay? And, you know, your voice, the power of the word is ache, okay? It's your ability to manifest things, okay? Through birthing it through your mouth, okay? So what Spirit is saying, don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you want. Because if you're always saying, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want that, Spirit's going to give it to you threefold, okay? And it's not going to be nice. So what Spirit is trying to make you do is trying to help you to change your perspective on things and trying to help you to birth positive ideas, being more optimistic, and really exercising your right to manifest things, okay? I'm helping you to get in good practice of manifesting things for the positive. Don't, never say never, okay? Never say never. Okay, never is not your word to say. And never is owned by the Orisha, Eshu, and a LIBRA. Okay, and so when you say never, those Orishas, that Orisha rather, challenges you. And basically what they say is like, oh yeah, you're not saying never? I'm going to show you a never. And so the thing that you said you would never do, oh, I'll never marry him. All of a sudden, you see months later, you're marrying the same person that you said you would never marry. Okay? And so just be very careful with being absolute about things. Okay? Because that's not your realm. When you're absolute, you're basically saying to Spirit that you know everything. No, Spirit's saying, no, you don't know everything. Only Spirit, the God force, knows everything. They know your beginning, your middle, and your end. Okay? So when you say, I will never, it's almost like you're challenging God. You're challenging the God force. All right? Spirit is saying that you need to stop talking and start doing. The more you talk, the less energy you have to work on things that you need to manifest. So what Spirit is saying is that instead of talking, you need to be in process of manifesting. Okay? That's very important. So Spirit wants you to focus on that. Spirit is saying that, you know, you have family members that can oftentimes take advantage of you. Okay? And it may be hard for you to say no. But Spirit is saying, watch for family members, okay? Because they're saying, Spirit's saying here that the family members could take advantage of you. If you're sick at home, you may want to go to the hospital, okay? You may think that it's not big, but this sickness could actually be an indicator of something bigger. And so what Spirit is saying, that if you're sick, they advise you to go to the doctor to get tests run, because it could be a possibility that there could be something bigger happening inside of your body, okay? There is a guardian spirit with you that is big, and you can't make this up. Your guardian angel came with you, okay? Yet again, okay? And Spirit is, the Odu is saying right here, there's a guardian spirit that is huge with you. I say that my head is tingling. Wow, my head is, oh, the spirit is absolutely powerful and present here tonight. You guys got to get on it. You have to get into your prayer mode. Turn that damn phone off. Take a phonecation. Shut it down for 20 or 30 minutes. Light a candle. Put a little glass of water. Close your eyes and pray. You don't have to pray. Just sit in silence. Once you hear the silence, you can then progress to do mantras or your silent prayers to manifest, okay? You got to connect with spirit, because this guardian angel is big with you. If you are in my tradition, in the Afro-Cuban tradition, Lukumi, Yoruba, it could be that you need to make ocha. You need gariocha, okay? You need to make the saint, all right? But you definitely have to get that read out, all right? Spirit is saying you have the potential to read tarot cards. You have the potential to read water. You have the potential to read fire. You have this amazing spiritual abilities. It's like you're a born spiritualist. You were born a spiritualist at birth. Okay, spiritualist energy is really, really big with you. You got to cultivate it. Okay, for me, people told me that I was a spiritualist, that I could read tarot cards. I sat with tarot cards for how many years? 10 years? I didn't know what the hell to do with the tarot cards. I liked how they looked, but I didn't feel connected to them. But it wasn't until I started tapping into my God force that then the revelations started opening doors for me. Okay? So please, please, please cultivate your spirit. If you have a brother, that brother needs prayers. Something is going on with that brother. That's if you have a brother. Not everyone's going to have a brother. But if you have a brother, that brother needs prayers. Okay? For his safety. I don't know what he's involved with, but Spirit is saying that he needs prayers. Okay? Spirit is saying that someone had a child with another woman. I don't know. Take that how it applies. That could be you. You could have had a child with another woman if you're a male watching this. All right? Or if you're a woman watching this, your man could have had a child with another woman. This is what Spirit is saying. I'm not saying it. Spirit's saying it. Spirit is talking about if you if your mother is deceased, if she is crossed over, she's a spirit now in the spirit world, if she's an ancestor, you definitely have to say a mass for her or prayers. So what does that mean? You can, pull a mass in the Catholic Church. You can put her name, give her name in hopes that they will say her name, acknowledging the dead. The other thing that you can do, that's called, I think it's called stealing a mass. Yeah, it's called stealing a mass. Or what you can do is just get a bunch of people around, sitting around the table, put a white cloth or white sheet on the table, a glass of water, light a candle. You can have the Bible. You can also get the book Acts of Faith by Ayanna Van Zant. And you guys can just have a prayer circle, praying for her spirit's evolution, upliftment, and enlightenment, to pray for the forgiveness of her sins in the earthly plane, and to pray for her advancement in the spiritual plane. She needs prayers and acknowledgement. Call her name 3 times, full name. Say the prayers you need to say to her, and knock 3 times. Ask for her help. She is there to help you. Your ancestors are there. You stand on their backs. Okay? So, nah. Without them, we wouldn't be here. They are here to help us. You also have to be careful of threes. You got to be careful of threes. You got to be careful of third parties. You know, most tarot readers refer to it as third parties. You got to be careful of cheating. Okay? You know, that's not going to end up well. There's going to be a child that's born, and children are blessings. But if you're not prepared financially and otherwise to commit to the person you're having the kid with, no bueno. Okay? Not to mention STDs on top of that. Not to mention people who are emotionally off, falling apart, and stalking others, scratching up people's cars, throwing brujeria, witchcraft, curses, spells, hexes, whatever. They will go to no end. Okay, so it's not worth the drama. Spirit is saying you look to the front and you look to the back. So you not only have to do spiritual work, but you have to continually acknowledge your ancestors. Okay? Those are the people in your bloodline that came before you. Now, if you had ancestors that led a very nefarious, crooked, wicked lifestyle when they were alive, you can omit those ancestors for now and focus on the ancestors that were of the light, who lived a fairly decent life. Okay, and so you can call upon them and ask them for help. What I would suggest you do is you take a glass of water, light a candle for them, find their pictures, cut all the living people out of the pictures, erect their pictures up. You could put a nice little picture frame. You set them up, your ancestor shrine. That's a little ancestor shrine. You can, when you make coffee, you can put down a little cup of coffee for them. If you have breakfast, you can take a little bit of your eggs or your bread or whatever you eat, put them on a plate aside for your ancestors. You put the plate down and you knock 3 times, and it's symbolic, but you're acknowledging your ancestors, because things are not going to move the way they need to move. They're not going to move as fast as they could without you acknowledging your ancestors. You're a spiritual person, okay? And I don't get this for every sign, but I've gotten this for you. And Spirit is saying you better you better make some moves and give acknowledgement to those people who came before you. Okay? Spirit's saying you must acknowledge the God, divine, and your ancestors to move forward. Know where you came from and do your research on your ancestry. Go to Ancestry.com. Go to 23andMe. All these different websites that can, help you to analyze your DNA, to connect you back to whatever country's bloodline your ancestors came from. Okay? Take the good foot forward. Your ancestors in the spirit world are watching you. They're seeing everything you do. All right? And they will help you. But you got to start somewhere. In order to know where you're going, you got to know where you came from. You got to know where you've been. Okay? And knowing where you've been is symbolic for you got to know where your ancestors came from. Okay? They're a very powerful force. I have witnessed it. I have experienced it. My head's tingling. And I have seen the amazing power that the ancestors exhibit in our lives. Okay? So please try your best to acknowledge your ancestors, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your mother, your father, anyone that has crossed over. They need acknowledgement. They are here to help you. Okay? You may not be able to see them, but they are making the moves that need to be made for you. You just got to call out to them and tell them specifically what it is you need and want. Okay? Begin honoring your roots. All right? You have many subconscious urges that need to be addressed, sometimes curved. Your ancestors will help you with that. Your ancestors are saying be alert at all times. Don't dream your life away, okay? Deal with your reality head on. Your ancestors want you to wake up. Get out of that dream state. Yeah, you can dream a little, but you got to take the good foot forward. You got to make things happen. Okay, and your ancestors, your Ogun, we call them Ogun. In Spanish, we call them muertos. They're here to help you. Okay? In my tradition, it's not when someone dies, that's it, you forget about them. No, 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 no. They're now in the spirit world and they're going to help us as long as we acknowledge them and we call their name. The moment we stop calling their name, they're forgotten. It was like they never even existed. That is a total disrespect to their life on this planet. It is a total disrespect to everything that they've done when they were alive. Okay? So just be mindful of that. Also, Spirit is saying that you got to watch your friends, because there's a friend or friends that will stab you in the back. Okay? There's a saying, friend kills friend. So you got to watch it. You may have some people who you call friends that are really shady characters, okay? That you think they're your friend, but they're not your friend. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So watch the people, watch the company you keep. This is what Spirit is showing me. Watch the company you keep. So I'm going to pull from the Archangel cards to see what the Archangels have to say in closing. Hold on just a second. Okay, I think I have all the cards. Light, peace, and progress. All right, let's see what your spirit, what your archangels have to say. Excuse me. All right. Okay, let's see. First card up, overcoming difficulties. You can overcome your difficulties. Get on board, okay? Here's the way to do it. Archangel Jeremiel, the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. You have the white dove again. White dove is significant, okay? That's your spirit guides and protection. As you see birds around you, those are your spirit guides, okay? Especially if you see a white bird, all right? So the worst is over, okay? Or it's about to be over. That's what Spirit is saying. Next card. Prioritize. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So your spirit guides are saying that they will help you. They will guide you, but you got to reach out to them. You got to silence yourself. You know, I know it's a challenge to pull out of this material world, this world where we're inundated with technology, an assault on the senses. Okay, there's alerts ringing our phone up on a regular basis between the emails, the product alerts, the Instagrams, the this. I mean, it's nonstop. You got to silence yourself and connect with spirit. Okay. And that could be a very hard thing to do. Spirit is here to help you. Next one, passion. Wow. Passion, Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. All right. So basically, Spirit wants you to focus on building your love life and your career. Because when you have those things in order, you will find your, what is it? What card did you get? You got your 9 of Cups, which was reversed. I thought you got the 10 of Cups here. Okay, maybe that wasn't you guys. That was the other reading. But you will have your wish fulfillment. All right. So Shango is the passion for life, the passion for living. Okay. And so Shango just wants you to, balance out your life. Live in your highest vibration. Okay. Just be careful with, drinking and drugs and overindulgence, and just stay focused. And when you stay focused, your spirit guides are going to help you. So I hope this reading was, beneficial to you. If you have any questions, please email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999@gmail.com. I am open for readings now. Okay, I've been doing readings, and you can offer readings as a gift for someone, a friend or family member. Just email me with your name, your the date that you were born, and or your sign, and just a little bit about your situation, and then we'll set it up for a reading. Okay. This has been your reading for November 2019 to December 15th, 2019. I wish you well, and until next time.